Today, we'll take a look into YouTube's hidden predators, including their motives, misbehavior, and how they were discovered. Let's get into it. Onision. If you've been browsing YouTube since its early days, you might have come across this weird song.
I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! I'm a banana! Look at me, man!
We're gonna talk about the guy behind the banana song, Onision. Famous for his sketches, among the first YouTubers since the platform's conception. Onision has been well known for objectifying people. He rates viewers' photos and talks about their bodies.
This girl, if anything, is thick. Meanwhile, this girl is neither fat nor thick. In fact, she looks extremely healthy to me.
While his views are rather sketchy at best, at least he's honest, right? Well, there's a bit of a catch. Nope. Wait, scratch that. It's a whopper. For starters, there were stories that Onision and his spouse Kai Evero solicited girls on social media, even though they're underage. And even the story behind Onision and Kai's relationship is enough to make one wince. Onision himself admitted that he drove into another state to legally sleep with Kai, who was underage back then.
I think I was 24 or 25 at the time. In Canada, the legal age of consent was either 14 or 16 at the time. Either way, I was completely good. And I forget what state she was in at the time. Pretty sure it started with a P. So yes, I did meet up with her one time in the States, specifically one state, and we had an amazing time.
It gets worse in 2014. A 14-year-old fan named Sarah began a friendship online with Onision and his spouse. At the age of 16, she moved into the couple's house due to having a troubled life back home. After she turned 19 years old, Sarah moved out of the house and alleged that she was groomed and sexually abused by the couple even before turning 18, an allegation that both Onision and Kai denied. Other victims came out, such as Billy, who was claimed that she engaged in a relationship with both of them simultaneously. On Twitter, she posted a series of conversations. Allegedly, Onision gave her a list of punishments for smoking weed. Among them includes tattooing "I'm a liar" on her. Nope, I couldn't bring myself to say it. When news outlet Insider tried to get Onision's response regarding the allegations, he asked for $10,000. He said, "I don't want to participate in this circus without compensation. I should be paid to endure the stupidity of the current state of outraged online culture." Moreover, he said that he refused to be interviewed by American journalist Chris Hansen unless he paid him $350,000. Chris Hansen has a penchant for catching predators, and he did a documentary about Onision's life. While no legal actions has been made over the allegations, there's no doubt that Onision has incurred the wrath of the internet community, and for good reason. EDP445. Bryant Marland, also known as EDP445 on YouTube, loves a lot of things. He loves vlogging, ranting, gaming, the Philadelphia Eagles, cooking, and of course, eating.
I'm gonna eat all this my goddamn stomach hurting.
With more than 1 million subscribers on his main channel, he seems to be doing great. You might be wondering what EDP445 means. Well, it means eat that. No, it's lewd. I can't say it out loud. Go figure. And there lies the problem. Last year, there were rumors about EDP445 chatting with minors. He cleared up the rumors. His fan base was happy. All is well. That is until YouTuber Cold Raven showed proof that EDP, that's quite a mouthful, let's call him Bryant instead. Anyway, Cold Raven showed proof that Bryant was having conversations with underage girls. He continued releasing evidence, eventually setting up a decoy account to catch Bryant. And catch Bryant, he did.
Why'd you fall for this decoy account? Why'd you fall for it? That's you, right? Let's click on your name. Oh, you have me blocked.
In a live stream, Bryant did admit that the conversations were real.
Decided to make a fuckload of fake accounts pretending to be fucking girls. And like a dumbass, I fell for it. You know what I mean? And now everybody's all, up on this f***ing pedo shit. You know what I mean?
By the end of the year, he's been caught chatting with at least 8 minors. Last April, Chad Goldstein and CC Unit, YouTubers specializing in catching pedophiles. set up a sting operation to catch Bryant red-handed. Bryant didn't seem to mind the age gap. Based on the recorded conversations with their decoy 13-year-old, he went as far as sending her video of him touching himself, as well as requesting for nudes. The duo finally confronted Bryant, who was supposed to meet the decoy. Guess what his alibi was?
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
He admitted the conversations, but what's disturbing is that he didn't seem to feel remorse.
How long do you think you should go to prison for? Because you're looking at like 2 counts of
I don't think I should go to prison at all.
That was until they tried to call the cops.
He was solicited photos. There's somebody here.
A few days later, YouTube terminated the channels of ADP445 and Chet Goldstein. While no arrest had been made, the police confirmed that an investigation is ongoing. The saga is continuing, so be on the lookout. Plasma Mastodon. Plasma Mastodon was a grandpa YouTuber who did covers of mostly old songs, such as Queen's Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time.
While he's no professional singer, there's no denying his charm, considering his channel has more than 472,000 subscribers. Viewers of all ages love him, including kids, and he even had covers of children's songs. His content is a breath of fresh air from the stuff we see on YouTube these days. But then in 2020, a Redditor in the Morbid Reality subreddit made a pretty disturbing allegation. He claimed that Plasma Mastodon was a sex offender based on a sex offender registry, which listed a man named Donzel Edward Owens. According to the registry, Donzel was convicted of sexual imposition in 2019. If you look at Donzel's mugshot, you'll notice the similarities to Plasma Mastodon's appearance. It's uncanny. A YouTuber named Nick Crowley did some digging and found more evidence showing that Donzel Edward Owens and Plasma Mastodon are the same people. In Nick's video, he pointed out that Donzel's listed birthday in the registry and Plasma Mastodon's birthday in the About section of his channel are the same. Also, in Plasma Mastodon's videos, he says that the videos are by Don Owens Jr. Don might be a nickname for Donzel, right? Moreover, Donzel and Plasma Mastodon have the same car, a 2005 Buick Century. Plasma Master even has a video showing his car.
This is a 2005 Buick Century Custom.
If we check Donzel's registry listing, we'll see that the year, make, model, color matches up. Even the registration plate matches up, as evidenced by the Ohio license plate. Given the evidence, there's a huge possibility that the similarities weren't just coincidence. Back at the Morbid Reality subreddit, some Redditors claim that ever since the news about Plasma Mastodon being a sex offender came into light, the YouTuber has been blocking and deleting comments about the issue, as evidenced in this screen recording. As for Plasma Mastodon, he never spoke out about the issue online. Well, he only had a few days to comment about anything. 9 days after Nick Crowley posted his video, Donzel Edward Owens passed away. To be honest, I feel disappointed and a bit sorry for him. Of course, grabbing a juvenile's genitals is heinous and inexcusable. But to think that someone who looked so wholesome and innocent in his videos committed a crime of this gravity? That's just sad. Plasma Master's channel has been around since 2012, but Donzel was convicted last 2019. This situation leaves us with a question: was he using the channel to bait minors? There's also the possibility that he genuinely was a good person who committed a crime later on. What do you think? Share your thoughts via the comment section. Austin Jones. These are the voices of Austin Jones. You heard that right, voices. Austin made his mark in the YouTube scene with covers of songs, like the one you've just heard. Pretty cool, right? Over the years, he became well known in the music scene. In 2014, Austin released an EP titled We'll Fall Together. 2 years later, he released the full album Pitch Imperfect. Austin also had a solid fan base to boot. After all, he's good looking and has a fantastic voice. It's not surprising that many of his fans were teen girls, but therein lies the rub. Austin's pretty manipulative. He would slide into these girls' DMs and ask them for favors. Before we get into detail, consider this. When a public figure messages a fan, there's a considerable chance the person would go ecstatic. Fans would climb mountains to impress their idols. For instance, if Red Velvet's Sulgi would ask me to buy her a teddy bear, well, you get the idea. Back to Austin. He would pressure these girls to send him twerking videos, even though they're minors and weren't comfortable about it. Some of these girls came forward with screenshots of their conversation with Austin. In 2015, he came under fire by the internet community, to the point that someone set up a petition to pull him out of the upcoming Vans Warped Tour. While the petition didn't garner enough signatures, Austin himself withdrew from the tour. He released an apology video, admitted what he did, and promised he would never do it again. However, Austin also played the victim card, citing his battles with depression, his sister's death, and so on. He also claimed that while he did ask fans for twerking videos, there was nothing beyond that.
Nothing ever went further than twerking videos. There were never any nudes, never any physical contact. It never happened.
Really? After that, life went on, sort of. In 2017, Austin was arrested by the Department of Homeland Security for producing child pornography. As it turns out, he wasn't really entirely truthful when he apologized before. He coerced his fans to give him more explicit videos to prove they're his biggest fans. 2 years later, Austin pleaded guilty to 1 count of receipt of child pornography and was sentenced 10 years in jail. While YouTube initially demonetized Austin's account when he pleaded guilty, the platform eventually terminated it. This story is a reminder and a warning that some celebrities are cunning enough to manipulate fans to their advantage. Don't fall for that. Ian Rylett, 7 Awesome Kids, has been a wildly popular channel since its inception in 2008. It featured high-production sketches and vlogs by child actors. 7 Awesome Kids, together with spin-off channels such as 7 Supergirls, 7 Cool Twins, and others, amassed more than 17 million subscribers. Mind you, these channels had very wholesome content and were very appealing to the young ones. Who knew that the channel had a pretty creepy and appalling secret? Ian Rylett was the founder of the channel and the man behind the scenes. In 2018, one of the actresses from the 7 Supergirls channel accused Ian of molestation. According to the girl, Ian called her over to his hotel room for a private meeting. Allegedly, he forced the girl to undress in front of him, including her bra, to practice wrapping her breasts to make them look smaller on camera. Ian reportedly fondled her breasts as he bandaged her. From that point on, the situation was a domino effect, with more actors from the 7 Awesome Kids network coming forward to tell their experiences with Ian. Allegedly, he required them to wear smaller swimsuits on camera and frequently made jokes about wardrobe malfunctions during shoots. What a creep! Eventually, on August 17, 2018, Ian was arrested for lewd and lascivious molestation. In hindsight, the 7 Awesome Kids and its spin-off channels featured minors and had a massive audience. These facts led others to believe that it wasn't just kids who were watching their videos. Meanwhile, YouTube only demonetized the channels upon hearing the news of the arrest, shutting them down the following year. As for Ian, he initially pleaded not guilty to the charges. If convicted, he would have to serve up to 15 years of prison time. However, he entered into an agreement with the prosecutors, shortening the prison time into 90 days plus 5 years of probation in exchange for pleading guilty. In a nutshell, a man who touched an underage girl only got 90 days in jail. Quite a head-scratching situation, isn't it? What do you think of these YouTube predators? Are there other hidden predators who deserve a place on our list? Share your thoughts by commenting down below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications to get front row seats to watch Canon's mind-blowing videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.